y'all see how many times I done played in the hair, shook it, ran my fingers through it, and them loose curls are still not budging. The curls are holding, honey. Look at how long that hair is, y'all. And this is after I even cut layers in the hair. Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Akivia and today we're going to be styling a wig from Wiggins. Boxing is super cute. Now this is a 13x4 24-inch HD lace wig, frontal lace wig. And it did already come with curls in it. It came pre-plucked, pre-parted, pre-bleached, as you can see. So it is a full frontal, okay? So we ain't dealing with no U-part or none of that. You have full parting space to do any style that you like. For it to be a 24-inch, it's super, super long. Y'all, this wig is 250% density. Super, super thick, okay? I hate thin wigs, so this was a big plus for me. Lace is detectable. We're going to start off with using our Ruby Kisses cream foundation. I use the shade 15. I'm going to use the darker side. And just place that all over the back and front of my lace, okay? So you want to get that in really, really good. And y'all, this tip right here is so, so important. You know, I always have to drop a gem. If you do not tighten these little straps, like, I know some people don't think that they're that important, but they really are, okay? So if you don't tighten these as tight as they can go, this is what causes the ripples in your lace. So you want to make sure that your wig has a very, very snug fit. And I just started realizing because I kept having ripples in my lace. And I'm like, why? Because, y'all, I do sew the back of my wigs down. So I had got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't really need to do the straps because I'm sewing the wig down. So it's going to be secured in the back. But then I came to realize, I'm like, no, girl. Definitely always make sure that those straps are still to the tightest that you can get it, regardless of if you're sewing the wig down or not, because that is what makes the wig fit snug to your head and takes those ripples out of the lace. So always make sure you do that before applying your wig and applying your glue and stuff. So now I'm just going to go in, clean off my forehead with the alcohol or sea breeze. Make sure you use some skin protector. Let that dry before you apply your lace glue. And then you can go ahead and start doing that application. Today I did 4 layers because I do plan on keeping this wig on for about 2 weeks maybe, okay? So I did do 4 layers. I'm using my little popsicle stick to spread my glue out. And you want to make sure that you spread that out completely. Y'all already know the drill when it comes to spreading the glue out, okay? Because you don't want this to show through your lace. You don't want it to dry clumpy. So this is a very important critical step that you keep spreading as much as you can until it's a smooth base and until it dries completely clear before you decide to apply the next layer. And I didn't speed this layer up on purpose because I wanted you guys to see how fast it dries and how it needs to look before you go on to apply the next layer. So you can pretty much see that the other side is basically already clear and dry. So you just want to keep fanning until it's completely clear. And once this layer is done, you can go on and apply your next layer. And you are just going to complete this same step. I made sure I kept this in normal speed for you guys because I'm not going to show you guys doing the rest of the layers. This is exactly what you do. So you do this 4 times, okay? Or however many times you want to apply your layers. I always do 4 layers. So once all of your layers have been applied and it's completely dry, now you can go on and melt that lace in and comb the lace into your glue. And you want to make sure that you have very, very good lighting, okay? That's very important because you need to make sure that you can see where the glue is so you can see exactly where to place the frontal and where to place the lace at, because you don't want to just place it anywhere. You want to make sure that it's going right into the glue. And you also don't want to make sure that it's outside of the glue. You see how I just pulled that up? Yeah, you need to make sure that it's either right there on the glue or either a little bit before. But definitely just make sure you have some good lighting so you can see exactly where the glue is, okay? All of these steps are just so important, especially on them sides. You really want to make sure that you just really comb that in and get that in, because we all know that the sides are what gives us the most difficult times. So once you get all of that lace combed into your glue, now you can really go ahead and cut off your ear tabs, because we don't need that extra lace. And so what you see me doing here, you're just gonna do on the other side. You're gonna do the same exact thing. Cut that extra lace off because it's not needed, okay? Then you can put on your lace melt band. I have one too, you guys, because I really wanted to make sure that it was really laid down before I go in to cut my lace off. I did not use any type of spray. I literally just put the bands on and kept them on for like 10 minutes. And then now I'm cutting my lace off. Today I'm using a razor, you guys. If you don't know what you're doing, please don't do this, because you can hurt yourself and cut yourself, and we don't want that. So if you don't know how to use a razor with cutting the lace, just stick to your small baby scissors, okay? So y'all know I always like to switch it up every video and switch up how I do things. But yeah, I used to always use a razor. When I first started off doing frontals and stuff, I always used a razor. It does give a more seamless look because it's not like crispy. It gives you more of a jagged look, so it makes it look more natural. And so now I'm just going in and applying a little bit more makeup before I apply my melting spray. And I sprayed it on my finger, and now I'm just tapping that into the lace to make sure that it doesn't get too messy. We all know how to spray, how messy it can get. So definitely spraying it on your finger and tapping it in is the best way to go if you want to have a neat install and you don't want unnecessary spray and you don't want to have a big cleanup after, you know what I'm saying, you melt your lace. So normally doing it this way, sometimes you really don't even have to do a cleanup at all. Once you tap that in, make sure you blow dry, blow dry, blow dry. I always say in every video that this step here will never change. It will be in every single technique, in every single wig install that I do. Always blow dry before you put that lace band on, okay? And again, I'm doubling up my lace band to make sure that it's really, really, really melted. The first one I have underneath is a small one. And then I put my big Wiggins Hair melt band on top to make sure that all of it is laid flat and secured. So this is what we're working with after we melt the lace. And now I'm just going to hot comb and get the hair to go in the direction that I want it to go in, okay? And make sure that you're using the back of your hot comb to really lay that hair down and get it really, really flat. That's how you're going to just get the hair laid down. If you just comb straight through, it's not going to do it. So you see how I if you pay attention to my wrist and how it turns each time before I go down, that is how you are supposed to use a hot comb, okay? So here I'm just going through sectioning the hair off and just hot combing each section to get it flat. You don't have to do super, super small sections, okay? Because we want it to be flat, but we don't want it to be like stuck to our head. So, a good size section is like what you see here that I'm doing is good enough, okay? You don't have to do just finger size, pinky size sections that would not be needed, okay? So, and whatever I do on one side, I always do on the other. So once you get done getting that side pretty flat and to lay exactly how you want it to lay, and hot comb everything in the direction you want it to go in, you just simply do it to the other side. Once I do that, now I'm going to go ahead and just part out my baby hairs. Today, the look that I'm going for, I wanted to do dramatic baby hairs, but I wanted them to be pretty soft and fluffy, okay? So I don't want them stuck, laid down, melted to my head. I wanted them to look dramatic but natural, soft, fluffy edges. That's the look that we're going for today. So, and like I said, dramatic as well. So that's why you see me parting out a lot of baby hair, because all of these baby hairs are not going to be going in the same direction. So you'll see how it's going to turn out, and you'll kind of see me doing it in the process of actually doing the baby hairs. Now, once you get your baby hairs parted out, then you're gonna go in. You can kind of put some concealer on your part to define it a little bit more, and then I'm going to tie down my edges. I did not use Milton spray again this time. I just kind of tied them down while I prep my hair to be styled. So I went in and I put some heat protector serum throughout the entire wig, and now I'm just blow drying it out. I did go in and cut me a few layers, because what's curls without layers? It's just, the two really don't mix, okay? Especially I wanted to do some loose curls to really, really show the length of the wig also. So I didn't want it super, super tight curls. I want them loose. Because I do want my hair to be kind of long. And like I said, the baby hair look that I'm going for, I want to give kind of like bed hair, soft girl hair, soft look type of vibe. I don't want extra, extra tight curls. And if you didn't notice, I did, the wig did come with curls. And I did wash my wig. I didn't wash my wig because the wig came with curls. I just always pretty much wash my wigs, especially if it's a body wave wig and it's a wig that I have to like actually style, and I'm not going to wear it straight, because it's more flowy when you wash the wig. It's just, everything flows better. You have more body, you have more volume, you have more control over your styling. And I just like to wash my wigs that I'm going to be actually styling. So that is why you see the pattern change, and you see that the curls were no longer there. So y'all, as you can see, now I'm curling my baby hair, and I am curling them in different directions, because like I said, we're doing dramatic baby hairs today. So everything is not going to be going in the same direction. So whichever way that you want your baby hairs to go, or a particular area that you know your baby hairs are going to be going in, you make sure that you curl the required way, or the necessary way, to make sure that the baby hairs will flow exactly how they need to flow whenever you get ready to actually do them. Okay, so now I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. The sides are not going to be identical. They're going to kind of be the same, but kind of flipped, if it makes sense. But anyway, you'll see in a second how they'll be done. And you already know that I love to use foam to do my baby hairs. Using spray, it's really, really easy, especially for beginners. And I talk about this all the time. But when you want fluffy baby hairs, I just prefer to use mousse, because it's like a mold. And if you want to go in after molding your baby hairs, you can always use spray to, just really mold and style them even more. But when you comb them out, that's what makes them fluffy with the foam. Like, just think about you putting foam on your real hair or a pixie cut. When you comb it out, it looks soft and it looks natural, versus using spray. You can get that look, but it just don't hit the same as when you use the foam. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sorry. But you have to be quick with this, but don't rush doing it also, because you want to make sure that it does mold the way you want it to mold. It doesn't have to be perfect, because like I said, you can always go back in with a a little bit of spray and mold it exactly how you want it to be. But you do need to not move too slow with this, because if you don't know what you're doing, your lace can start to come up. Okay, so this is how my edges came out. It's giving very soft, very natural, very fluffy, very just, yes, the exact look that I was going for. The lace eats, the baby hair eats, everything just eats. Like, so now, of course, I'm using my big T3 curling iron because, like I said, I wanted some big loose curls. And you already know that whatever side that you're curling on, that you're going to curl backwards on each side. Okay, so I did do a middle part. I did 2 styles, you guys, okay? So the first style I'm going to do is just a basic middle part with some loose curls. It was just giving very much like bed hair, soft girl hair, a run to Target. That it just gave me that type of vibes, okay? And then the other style was just kind of giving like still soft girl, but bad B vibes at the same time. Y'all know. Y'all tell me in the comments what each look was giving, because I don't know. I just like to see y'all feedback and what y'all think of the vibe that the styles was giving. But let me tell y'all, so my favorite thing about this wig is that it was very thick. Like I said, I got the 250% density, which is very on the thick side, okay? I strongly dislike thin wigs. I said that in the beginning. I'm saying it again because you just can't really get the look you want to get when you dealing with a thin wig. So I will be putting the exact and the direct link in my description box of this exact wig. And I will also be putting other links to other wigs. They have glueless wigs. They have ready to go wigs, ready to go to wear wigs, V-part wigs. They have all type of wigs. So I'll also be putting the links to those other wigs in my description box as well. And another thing that I really like is you can choose your density from anywhere from 180% density all the way up until 300% density, y'all. They have wigs that are even thicker than the one that I'm wearing right now. Click the link and you'll see for yourself, I promise you. Yes, the price varies depending on what density you get, but either way it goes, you can't beat that, because not all sites and companies offer from 180 all the way up to 300% density. I've seen like 200. I've seen most sites go up to like 200 and start at like 130 or 150, but they're already starting at 180, which is like the basic, density of right there in the middle, like a neutral type wig of being thin and thick. It's like right there in the neutral. So they started off with the neutral and went up to the highest a wig can get. That just means that they stand for, you know what I'm saying, thick wigs. And I love that. The lace, y'all, you can just pretty much see for yourself. It is very much undetectable. It's very much giving scalp and coming out of my skin very much. I grew this myself, literally. Okay, so y'all just look at that. Like, what? I be thinking I be in a photo shoot, y'all, especially when I be having them curls pinned up. That's just what it be giving. Like, yes, honey. But, so yeah, now I'm going to take my curls out and we're going to see what it's finna be giving, because, yeah, like I said, I want it to be messy. I want it to be soft, bed hair type of vibe. And I'm just going to take my comb, my wide tooth comb, of course, and I'm going to comb those curls out, okay? Now, I didn't really comb them out, like, all the way through, because they were already, like, really loose, and I didn't want to comb it too much to the point where my curls are just, like, completely gone. But what I did love about this hair is the simple fact that even though I was combing, the curls was still there. despite the fact that I made the curls really, really loose. So I just took some freeze spray, you guys, gave myself a little volume and used my hot comb to really make that hump right there stay. So if you guys want to, you know, get that volume up there in the front, that is a little hack or trick that you can use to do that. So if you didn't know, now you know. So, of course, y'all know sometimes we have to always go back. I always have to go back over my bangs because I be wanting my bangs to look a certain way. And sometimes you have to really, really just hold it for a second to make sure that the heat is doing what it needs to do, okay? So, once you kind of get the look and the shape that you want to go for, like I said, I wanted it to be loose. Now I'm going to take some duckbill clips and just pin those in there. I did take a little freeze spray and spray it on while they were clipped in to get the shape to stay. And yeah, like when I say I love this wig, this is going to be a part of my favorite collection, of course. So, yes. And y'all, being that I'm recording for YouTube, y'all know it's like horizontal. So the wig is so long, I really can't even get the whole wig in the view like how I want to. So that is why you see me just kind of stepping in and stepping out, trying to show y'all everything. But I was like, you know what? We're just going to do a mirror point of view so they can see exactly how the whole wig looks, how long the wig is on me. And y'all, I will say I am a very short girl, okay? I'm only 5 feet. So most wigs are going to be long on me, but this is only a 24-inch and it's past my waist. I know y'all see that. It's past my waist, okay? Literally is past my waist. And I'm just showing y'all, like I said, how flowy the hair is, okay? This is why it's critical. Just always wash your wigs when you get them anyway. Like, just wash them. It's going to be easier to style. The hair is going to flow better. Let that wig sit in some conditioner and boom. But here's the mirror view. As you can see, very much a lot of volume, very thick, okay? It was just giving what it was supposed to give. Y'all see how many times I done played in the hair, shook it, ran my fingers through it, and them loose curls are still not budging. The curls are holding, honey. Look at how long that hair is, y'all. And this is after I even cut layers in the hair. Because I did even go in and cut a few layers in the back, like throughout the whole entire wig. I didn't show it on camera, but yeah. So this is style number 2. I just wanted to have a little fun. And I was like, this is cute. It's not doing too much. It's like a very, very little simple style. Just put some twist in there. I thought that this would be cute. You want to run to Target, run to the store, run to the mall. But you guys, we've now come to the end of this video, so don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.